long time no talk. I'm getting an Instagram call. Hold up. Alright, I'm back. I got rudely interrupted by a phone call. So, basically, in the background, you are seeing arm day from like a month ago, maybe. I like planned on making a video and just like it never happened. I've been slacking hard. So, the other day, or probably like a week ago, I put up on my Instagram, which if you aren't following, go follow. A Q&A, like people ask questions and things like that. So I'm going to answer these while you guys watch the footage of the arm day, which was, a month ago. But let me get into these questions. And I'm not going to make you all wait. I'm going to answer the big juicy one straight off the rip. Am I natty? Yes, I am 100% natty. And when and if I plan on ever jumping on the gear, it will be fully documented. I'll document the whole process. I'll probably film me pinning my ass for the first time, to be honest. But that will not be until at least I've competed like one time. So, if I'm going to take gear, I want to be competing, and I want to make sure that competing is what I want to do, because I don't really feel like going bold for like no reason whatsoever. I don't plan on going bold either way, but if I'm going to risk going bold, I at least want to be like good at competing. So I'm natty right now. I've been natty my whole life. But that's that one out of the way. Favorite Instagram bodybuilders. Obviously there's like David Laid and things like that. I suppose he's not really a bodybuilder, but he is like the OG. He's the man who sort of got me into the whole thing. So David Laid's obviously a big inspiration. But then in terms of like bodybuilders, probably Wesley Vissers. He competed in the Classic Olympia this year. He's probably got like my favourite aesthetic in terms of his physique. And then people like C-Balm and basically just like, most of the Olympia competitors like Andre Dieu and things like that. Basically whoever you follow that are bodybuilders, I probably follow too. And I look up to them. But that's basically it. What are your dreams in life, fitness-wise, but also non-fitness related? Fitness-wise, obviously, I want to make this a living. I would love to, travel the world like you're seeing a whole lot of people do right now. And just like live happily doing something I really enjoy. Like the job I have right now, I do thoroughly enjoy it. Like I work in a gym, so I'm working in an environment that I love every day. But to be able to travel and, just hang out with the boys, basically 24/7, 365, and just go to the gym and get paid to do it, sort of thing. That's the goal in terms of fitness. In terms of life, just like basically just be happy. Like I feel like most people can sort of relate with that. I don't have too many like life goals. I just want to be happy. You know what I mean? Like I'm not driven by wealth. I'm driven by my time and how I spend it, and just being with people I care about, sort of thing. Are you and the boys hitting any festivals when they start opening back up? That doesn't look like it's happening anytime soon, I'll be honest, but I'm not a huge alcohol drinker, so a festival for me would be pretty interesting. Like, I mean, I'm a fucking big fan of music, don't get me wrong, but like, I feel like you have to either be like on drugs or drinking to enjoy a festival to like the full extent, so I'd probably get shredded and go anyway, but I wouldn't say it's going to be a regular hobby of mine. COD Modern Warfare, COD Cold War? Cold War for sure. Modern Warfare was boring as fuck. A question from Tom. Ever gonna compete? Yes, I'm competing. Oh, you guys wouldn't know about this if you don't follow me on Instagram. I'm competing in today. It's like 14 weeks and 6 days, and I'm doing a natural show, and then like considering like so that we got like a natty federation in Australia, and then we've also got the IFBB. So I'm probably gonna compete in the natty show, just to say a big like fuck you to all the people who think I'm unnatty, and then also compete in the IFBB. Maybe if I'm happy with how I'm looking, I'll probably jump in with the big boys. And if I can qualify for the national show, or like it's the Arnold qualifier here, which then would qualify me to get my pro card, like this is like big aspirations, but like maybe get my pro card natty, which would be like unreal. But then if I got my pro card natty, I'm straight sauce, and like I'm on the swazzle instantly after that, basically. Share your diet. My man, if you go back and watch the previous video that I uploaded like a month ago, I go over my whole diet, and basically right now I'm eating the same thing. What do you think will place top 5 at the Men's Physique Olympia? Damn, I'm a bit late for this one, but I honestly thought, like, obviously Brandon Hendrickson is like unreal, but Raymond and him are like neck and neck. I think Brandon's probably like a bit more aesthetic, but Ramos looks like a bigger dude. So yeah, I was expecting one of those two. I didn't expect Andre Ferguson to be outside the top 5 though. That was a shock for me. But Andre D, I was sort of hoping he did well and he ended up coming 5th. That was sick. Jeremy Potvin, like, sort of expected him to do pretty well. And then Chiron, obviously, freak. So why? I'm just gonna. I guess he's saying will. Will you ever come to the New York? Okay, this doesn't make sense. Will you ever come to New York / US so we can link and collab? Yeah, man. Honestly, I would love to come to the US anytime soon, but COVID is preventing me to do that right now. So unfortunately, I cannot. But as soon as all COVID and shit's over with, done. I'm there. What stack are you running, RN? Yeah, I copped a lot of these, man. A lot of these. I'm natty, bro. Tips to grow social networking / media. Just be genuine, man. Like, I feel like you are, like, you can't just try to be someone else because you're obviously not going to be as good at being them as they are. So you sort of got to create your own, like, not even create your own, like, style, but just, like, be yourself and, like, let that be your style. And then obviously, like, meeting people that have the same mindset like I have with, like, all my homies. And then just consistency. Like, it's just, yeah, constantly talking to people, like, just the whole rounds, you know how it is, comment on people's shit. Just make, like, instead of thinking, like, how can I grow, I sort of put it in this, like, space of how can I help other people on the platform, and then just by doing that, it ends up being growth anyway. So yeah, that's the way I look at it. How can I help people rather than how can I grow? Some things you wish you knew before you started, and how long have you been working out? I've been working out for like 2 years and 8 months. So 2 years and like 9.5, 2 years and 10 months, like coming up 3 years nearly. So been at it for a while now. Some tips I wish I knew before I started. Don't chase the scale weight. I was way too obsessed with just seeing that move up. I feel like most skinny dudes, or like dudes who were skinny as a kid, can relate. Like, I think we all sort of just chase the scale weight instead of like just decent tissue. Like, instead of progressing with your lifts and with, you know, just how you look in the mirror, I was just way too fucking obsessed with seeing the scale just move up every day, which turned, like, it ended up me being fat, basically. Like, obviously, compared to some people, I wasn't actually fat. I still had, like, abs, basically, but yeah, just wasn't a good look. Like, I went to the gym to look better, and for some reason, I cared about the scale more than I cared about how I looked. So yeah, that would be the one tip I would give most people, is don't chase the scale. Jonathan, let's raid Melbourne. Yes, I'm down. How do you maintain lean after getting lean? Pretty simple, man. Just stay hungry. There's not much else to it. If you want to stay lean, you basically have to be, I mean, there's little hacks and stuff around it, but long story short, you're pretty much going to have to be, like, unsatisfied with your food for the foreseeable future, as long as you want to be lean. Like, obviously food can taste good, and I eat really tasty food, but I never really have, like, a full stomach, which, like, I've come to the terms with that I'd prefer it that way. So I've done both. I've overeaten, and I'm obviously under-eating, but to stay lean, being in a, like, slight deficit or maintenance. But it's basically just, like, accepting the fact you're going to be hungry. And for me, looking good and being hungry is better than being full and looking shit. So that's how I look at it. Height, weight, and body fat percentage. So I'm 189 centimeters, like 6'2", just shy of 3, I believe. Right now I weigh like 92 kilos in the morning. That's holding a lot of water. So I think like body fat wise, I'd probably be around like 12% right now. But that is slowly coming down because calories have been decreased, because I'm obviously prepping for a show right now. How do you stay so handsome 24/7? Not as handsome as you, bro. Bro, do you have a new diet? Yeah, again, just go back and watch the old video, man. The last one I uploaded like a month ago. I've been slacking. Awesome physique, bro. What's your training philosophy / workout routines like? So I have just come out of a program by Josh Bridgman. You might know him, you might not know him. And I basically like follow his philosophy of just like training to failure for every set. Obviously volume's not quite as high because every set is like, I can't get another rep sort of thing. But now I've finished that program, because I'm coming back into a cut. I prefer a push-pull legs, because like obviously the program I was doing was like a push arms, pull, legs, push arms, pull. Like it was all over the shop, but it was like, it was good for progression if I was eating, but like now that I'm coming into a deficit, I just want to be able to do the same thing every day, push, pull, leg rest, push, pull, leg rest. And I feel like, yeah, it just worked for me last cut, so I'm not going to change it coming into like this one, if you know what I mean. But in terms of philosophy, I train to failure. Favorite abs exercises and how many times a week do you train abs? So I don't train abs at all. So like in the last program I was, but that was for 12 weeks and that was the first time I've consistently trained them. And that was just leg raises and that was it. Do you dye your hair? Looks dope. Yeah, I do, man. So naturally I have it's probably like a brownie, like a dirty blonde sort of look. It's like a tinge of maybe like strawberry blonde. I was full strawberry blonde as a kid. Like I had basically red hair, but as I got older, it like started going more brown. And I dyed it, yeah, blonde, and I really liked it, so I just stay with it. Intuitive eating for someone who has been tracking for a while. Yeah, man, if you're like, basically my idea with intuitive eating is if you're onto it and you think you're onto it, just try it out. Like that's basically what I do now. Obviously I still like enter it all into MyFitnessPal, but I do just intuitive eat. Like obviously now that I'm in prep, I have the same meals every day, but outside of prep, yeah, I sort of eat and guess sort of thing. Yeah, that sort of concludes all the other questions are just the homies like asking stupid shit, so I'm gonna end it there. I'm not sure how long this footage is gonna go for. I've got it playing in a minute, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed the arm day. This is just gonna be like a short little video of like my New Year's resolution. I hate calling it that because like it's so bullshit, but like my goal this year is to upload a video a week. I stuck at that for ages last year and then I sort of got slack towards the end of the year, but yeah, hold me to that, a video a week from now on. Well, I'm going to try my hardest to do that, but yeah, hope you enjoyed the Q&A, hope you enjoyed the arm day footage. Make sure to go follow the gram if you haven't, like the video, subscribe. Go follow me on TikTok too while you're at it, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.